So there's 4 things that you want to have in check when it comes to becoming a 6-figure barber. The first thing you have to have in check is you have to understand what is the purpose of your business. Why are you getting into barbering in the first place? What goals do you have for your business, for your lifestyle, for your income? What do we have to do today? How is it gonna help us get us to there? In the past 3 years, I've been able to make $500,000 as a barber behind the chair. And I've been able to open up a barbershop, and I've actually been able to buy a rental property. So something that was super important to me was I have this vision of barbering that's compelling, that's attractive, that makes me wanna get up every single morning and go cut hair and go make it happen, go get the courses, learn, invest, live below my means, like all of that stuff. I have that settled. I know what I want from barbering. So I know what I have to do to go ahead and go and get it. And if you don't have that kind of purpose for your business, if you don't have that first piece, guys, then it's almost like having a GPS and you don't have that final destination. It's just you're just driving and driving. But like, think about it, with a GPS, you have like your starting point, and that's where we are right now. And then we have like our vision. But if you don't have this vision of where you want to go, how can the GPS give you the directions if you don't know where you want to go? Now, with my first piece, the second part of the first piece is just like the why. Like, why are you cutting hair? Think about the same analogy, right? You have your starting point, you have your car, and then you have your vision. What is the fuel for the car? What is fueling your mission? What is the fuel for the vehicle? And that's just simply understanding your why. Is it for yourself? Is it for somebody else? Is it for maybe a family member? Is it that you just don't want to be a loser and you don't want to be poor? One of my coaches, he was describing this to me, and he said that when you think about your why, it should convict you so much. It should get you so fired up, you feel like your stomach turning. Almost like, oh man, like that is a driving force. For me personally, like a big part of my why is like my wife. She's been with me ever since I worked at McDonald's, and she supported me through my whole journey. She has sacrificed so much with me, and I want to give her the best life that I can. And I want to be the best man, the best husband, the best father to her kids. Like, I want to just give this girl the whole world. And that's my why. So with this whole process, with this whole journey, guys, start with why. What's the vision and what's the fuel for the vehicle? Because we're about to go on a drive. The second thing that we have to have in check that is just essential to becoming a 6-figure barber is understanding skill set. How can we apply our skill set? What is our skill set even made out of? And how can we increase our skill set? And why does our skill set matter in the first place? If we think that to be a 6-figure barber, you gotta be cutting like some of these famous Instagram barbers with these super blurry enhanced haircuts. And guys, that is just not true. I feel like I'm a decent barber. I'm cool, I'm decent. I'm definitely not no Instagram barber or nothing like that. And you don't have to be. Like, guys, you can do 6 out of 10 haircuts and be a 6-figure barber. It's about you being able to solve your client's hair problems efficient and consistent. Like, I'm not an Instagram quality barber. I feel like my cuts are decent, but what I understand is I understand how to tailor the haircut to the client, how to solve the hair problems. I know how to do that efficiently. I can do any haircut in about 30 minutes, and I know the systems to build that haircut so I can do it consistently every single time they come into the barbershop. I can give them that haircut. What's even more important than your actual haircutting skill? And it is your skill to make people like you. That is your customer service. That skill will pay you so much more money than giving the blurriest fade. And I've seen it day in and day out in the barbershop, where you could charge $25, $35 for a haircut, but get $100 paid to you, not by your level of haircut skill, but by your level of customer service. How can I make that person have a great time getting a haircut? How can I make that person like me as a person, not just as a barber? Anybody can have phenomenal customer service. It's tougher to get you to be that 1% barber, that 1% skill set. And because a lot of barbers have horrible customer service, you getting great customer service by itself is gonna make you stand out across the board. This is our product. Our product, when it comes to our clients, is their experience in the barbershop. We may be in the barbershop every day, but they only come to the barbershop every 2 or 3 weeks. So our experience, that's what we're selling. The feeling that they have whenever they leave the barbershop. Guys, when you give a high quality service, what that does is that brings you more clients, because then they go and they go tell their friends, and that's called word of mouth. One of the most powerful marketing strategies, even to this day, is just people telling other people that you're a barber, and it's free and you don't even do anything. It's like they're your walking like salesmen. They're like getting all these clients for you and stuff like that. You have to build a clientele. You have to have a solid foundation. That refers to your client retention, right? How many of your clients can you actually keep as your client, even when you get busy and you're not available the same anymore? That's why starting with your customer service is the most important thing outside of just having your why in the first place. Now guys, this is a big one. We're gonna talk about marketing. The first rule that I wanna give you that I've applied that have helped me to get very busy, very fast, was this rule right here. Whenever you step foot into the shop, you are working. So since you're at work, we should be working. If you guys are cutting hair, you're working. Now let's say you stop cutting hair and you sit down. You should still be working. Think about it. If you had like a regular job, you would work until your lunch break. And then your lunch break happens and then you continue to work. You don't just sit around all day. You should be doing some type of work. So the rule that I have for myself, or just the mantra, whatever you want to say, is that if you're not cutting, you should be marketing. Because if you're not cutting, that's a problem. And we want to solve that problem. So if you're not cutting hair in the shop and you're sitting down, well, then you should be marketing. And if you're not marketing, it's probably because like you have an appointment and you should cut that appointment. And then when you go home, be at home, do whatever you want to do. But when you're in the shop, you should be working. I'm gonna teach you guys some of the ways that you can market, but that's the foundational rule, because if you don't actually go and take action on anything that we talk about here, like nothing's gonna change. So if you look at your schedule and you're cutting hair for 4 hours and you're at the shop for 8 hours, technically you should have at least had like 3 hours of marketing. 3 hours of marketing a day, that will build some clientele. Now with marketing, I'm gonna talk about the things that I've actually done to help me build clientele, real stuff that I've done. A first one that I've done that was huge was Facebook and Google. Facebook and Google to this day helps me get so many clients, and it's so easy because so many barbers just don't even know about it. It's like a freaking hidden gold mine. And even the people that do know about it, they still don't know how to do it well. Like when I opened up my barbershop, I became the top ranked in Google in literally 2.5 weeks. It's not just knowing about it, but it's like knowing how to do it to a high level. A lot of barbers don't know about these Facebook groups, and how these Facebook groups will build you so many clientele, and they still don't know how to do it to a high level. Like I have scripts for this stuff, guys, that I use that helps me get so many clients off of it. But also just posting content. Now with posting content, it could be a lot and it could be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. I would say just stick with one platform, and then just keep on making videos for that platform, and then you're gonna start to get some type of result off of that platform. If you're going to do, like TikTok has gotten me a lot of clients, Instagram has got me some clients, but understanding like each platform, like Instagram operates different than TikTok, and TikTok operates different than Instagram. So all you have to do is just simply see what content is doing good on that social media, and then just make your version of that content. Like for example, as I'm making this video, consultations are really, really huge. Consultations, and I would say like client experience voiceovers, those are really huge. So it's just you watch whatever videos are doing really, really well, and then you just study them, and then you recreate them. So all I did is I went and I just studied a bunch of consultations, and then I started to go and make my own consultations with my own clients, and then I started getting clients off of that. But you want to keep it simple though. When it comes to organic content, that could be kind of a lot. So just focus on one social media platform. That's it. And guys, eventually, when you guys are already getting traffic off of Facebook, off of word of mouth, off of Google, like don't forget about the simple stuff that works. Guys, if there's people walking outside your shop, why don't you pass them a business card and just introduce yourself, or pass a flyer? Or like if you're gonna be sitting on your butt, you might as well go stand outside and hold a sign on like a busy street. That is stuff that I've done to this day, and guys, it freaking works. It just works, and it works quickly. It gets you client into your chair. When you go and you're posting content on Google or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, that might take a little bit of time for you to get a result. Versus if you pass out a card, if you go hold the sign on the street, you might get somebody in the next 10, 20, 30 minutes. Another one that works really, really well is actually running paid ads. So running paid ads is a part of marketing, and it's super helpful but at this point, you gotta have some type of success, because ads are gonna cost you money, and it's gonna cost you money to figure it out. So you wanna focus on the free stuff that you can do first. Then when that's giving you money, clientele, you have word of mouth, you have all this stuff already working for you. Now you can take some of that money to put it in to make into ads. But you don't wanna skip over ads, because ads are gonna cost you money. And if you've never ran ads before, they're probably gonna suck and not give you that result unless you have somebody helping you with the ads. In terms of marketing, I'm telling you guys a lot. How can you actually take action on this? Pick 2 or 3 of the things that I just told you, and just lock in on those 2 or 3. In my first year of cutting hair, and this was the year I made 6 figures, all I really had was Facebook. I just went crazy in Facebook groups, I went crazy on Google, and then we went crazy on ads. So that was 3. And also, oh no, I technically did 4, because I still did the hands-on approach. Not as much, but I still did the hands-on approach. So I would recommend find those 2 or 3 that you have interest in. Preferably start with like the easier ones that you can get a result of, that aren't gonna cost you money or a lot of time at first. Get a result off of those, and you apply those by whenever you're in the shop. If you're not cutting hair, you're marketing. And if you're not marketing, you're cutting hair. Now guys, the 4th essential part that you wanna have in check if you're gonna be a six-figure barber, is essentially like your systems. This is like the software in the systems of barbering. The ones that are really gonna help you out in terms of you being successful, because you're only one person and you have like limited mental brain juice every single day. Guys, you gotta have a good booking software. This is like how your whole business is gonna operate. There's two parts of a booking software that you wanna make sure that you don't have. You don't want your clients to have to download an app, because if they have to download an app, it's gonna kill how many people actually go and do it, book an appointment with you, because you're making it harder. Humans are like lazy and we want the easiest route. Even me sometimes, I want the easiest route if I can get it. Some people just want a haircut. You wanna make it as easy as possible to book an appointment with you. Another part about this, and this is gonna knock a lot of apps off the list, is you cannot have a booking app that promotes other barbers. Guys, that is the dumbest stuff in the whole world, and I can't believe that I used to be on one of those booking apps. Why would you be on a booking app that promotes other barbers to your clients? The other barbers can pay money to get marketed to your clients. Like, imagine if you got a random client off of the street and they never knew about this booking app. Now they download this booking app to get an appointment with you, and then now they can see a bunch of other barbers in the areas. If you're getting clients on the booking app that you did not originally get, like you're not the reason that they downloaded it, that means that they downloaded it for enough to book with another barber. So you're taking another barber's clients on that app, and you don't think that that's happening to you? Are you goofy? You think you're that special? The same way that you're getting extra clients from the app is the same way you're gonna lose clients from the app, because they're gonna go see somebody else's pictures and they're gonna cut better hair than you, or they're gonna have more reviews, or be closer, or be available, better prices, whatever it is, and then they're gonna go book with that barber instead of sitting in your chair. And then you're gonna be a slave to this booking app because you totally ignored all the marketing that we just talked about, and now you're just relying on this booking app to get you clients. So yes, you're gonna be a slave to that booking app. That booking app is gonna own you. Now guys, we're talking about making six figures here. We're talking about making six figures as a barber. There's no way that you're gonna be able to make six figures and actually know when you hit it if you're not keeping track of your numbers. You have to track how much money you're making on a day-to-day basis. Now I like this because it gives me the option to like challenge myself and hold myself accountable and see, oh my gosh, okay, this is what I gotta make today to beat yesterday, or this is what I gotta make this week to beat last week. It makes it like a game. Have you ever heard that? Like life is like a video game? It makes it like a game, because then you could try to get better every single week, but you're not gonna know if you're not tracking. Or let's say that you're 6 months into the year. If you're 6 months into the year, then you could break it down and be like, okay, I gotta make $6,000 a month, or $8,000 or $10,000 a month so that I can hit my goal by the end of the year. You gotta keep track of that stuff. Because if you care about how much money you make, then you gotta keep track of it. If you're not keeping track of it, it's probably because you don't care. And it's gonna take you caring to become a six-figure barber. Now guys, I'm gonna give you a couple more little software tidbits that can help you guys as an aspiring six-figure barber. So the first one is like text message blast. Text message blast. So there's certain softwares out there that you can download, and you could essentially send all of your clients a text message with one click of a button. And that'll help them to realize that, you know, they gotta book their appointment with you before you get booked up or whatever. It's just like a reminder. Now that by itself will get your schedule so much fuller than if you didn't do it. It's gonna help you for your clients to start to come in, you know, more frequently. Don't send it too much because then it gets kind of like spammy, but you wanna send it out frequently enough to remind them about their appointment. So there's certain software that do that. Like Textedly is one, OTB is another one that can help you do that. Or even another software is it's like a software feature, I guess you could call it, but it's text reminders. So like if somebody has an appointment at maybe 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, it'll send them a text a day before, 12 hours, 6 hours before. That helps you to make sure that all your appointments are showing up, so you're not getting hit with the no-shows or the late cancellations or people just being late in the first place. Because if you have your clients put a card on file, that's gonna kill your growth as well too. So you don't wanna do that. Don't wanna do that at all. Please don't do that. So you wanna have some type of great booking software. You wanna have some type of software or just Google Sheets or whatever to track your income. But you also want to have a couple key features like text blast and text reminders to help you to build your business. So to summarize, the 4 things that you want to have in check to be a six-figure barber. The first one is your why. Why are you doing this and what do you want to achieve with it? The second one is just understanding your skill set, how that breaks down into your haircutting skill, what actually matters, but also like just your customer service and the experience and the effect that that has on your business. And then the third one is marketing. There are so many other marketing strategies that are out there. Some work better than others, but you want to focus on 2 or 3 of them that you can actually see results in by staying focused. And then the fourth one is just like, guys, you need like some tech. You need some technology, right? You need some systems, you need some softwares, you need some features. And there's certain ones that can help you automate a lot of the stuff in your business that's going to help you to be a lot busier. Now, guys, if you guys like this type of content and you guys wish you had more of it, it's super affordable and it's the most affordable that it will ever be. We still have to price it because, there's a lot of information in there. Check out the school community. It is in the link down below in the description. If you want to be a part of our group of 6-figure barbers, we have a community full of a bunch of 6-figure barbers that can help you reach your goal. We have courses, we have course videos that are in-depth, detailed, getting you the nitty-gritty tactical advice that you guys actually need to grow your business. And also we have coaches, right? So we have live Zoom calls to where you're not just being left to handle the course by yourself, but you're having live Zoom calls where we can actually go and give you guys tailored business advice. And I'm one of those coaches. So if you want to be a part of it, I would love to have you guys inside of our 6-figure barber school community. If you guys like this video and you want more of it, leave a comment below, share a like, and we'll keep making some more. I'll see you guys inside the school group.